Okay. Hi everyone. Good evening all. I'm just going to set up on my laptop and then we'll get started because this one is nearly done. I've just got this white bit here, this white bit here. Yeah, I've got some blue to fill in. So we're going to go for this one until it's finished. 3811 I need. 3811. Okay, so good evening to Anna Karen, Kay, Christine, Leslie, Charlotte, Viv, Cindy. Kay's going to be back in a sec. Patsy, Sharon, Sandy, Susan. Are we all well? It's cooled down quite nicely today. We're in a bit of a breeze. Didn't have to have the fan on or anything. It's been wonderful. Got some extra icons in the chat. I don't know what they're all about.
They were in mine on Monday.
Oh, top fans. Oh, yeah. I've got some top fans. Ooh. Woohoo. Hey Cheryl, Leslie says, have you got the bell ready, Andy? Well, actually, Lauren's got it ready. Are you ready, Lauren? There we go. Lauren is the one in charge of the bell tonight.
Yeah, Lauren's bell ringing tonight.
Yep. Hey, Mylana.
Certainly our choice, by the way.
Hi, Senga. So, yeah. We're all ready. Are we all right? Oh, cracky. That was good, weren't it? Hi, Cheryl. Hey, Ashley. Lots of you in already. I'm going to go from bottom up, I think. Okay. Hey, Charlotte. Still warm in the house because we're having rain and sometimes thunder. Yeah, it's been nice and cool here today. We've got a nice breeze as well. So, okay. So, yeah. Leslie says, thanks, Lauren. Right, so, yeah, so we're going to work on this one until it's done. We will still do show and tell. Patsy's doing great. Lost another £2.5 this week. Where's Belle? There you go. Congratulations, Patsy. That is awesome.
I'll put it down there so it's easier to reach.
So, how many pounds is that overall? Hey, Lisa. Yep, Cheryl's busy working on a Disney cross stitch. Hey Kelly, hot Canada day yesterday. There's a lovely breeze today and somewhat cloudy. Same here. We actually had some rain this morning as well. That's brilliant, Patsy. That £9.5 altogether. Super job. Super happy for you.
Happy victory.
So brilliant. Okay. I've been working on Unicorn this morning. Would you like a sneaky look at her? Because she's looking amazing. And I bought the Tree of Life as well. I now own it. Okay, right, let's give you a sneaky peek of Unicorn. Okay, look at that. We've got some of the horn. Isn't that looking fab?
I still have my unicorn somewhere.
I'm super impressed with that, with how that's coming out. Lauren.
Lovely.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm just, look at that, it's just great. You've ordered your fabric for it, Sharon. Yeah, 600 by 600 stitches it is. So I'm going to look out and see what kind of fabric I can rustle up for it. Yeah. I'm super happy with it. It's just, it seems to have come along a treat all of a sudden. So I was working on Unicorn today. Ice Dragon is now my daily 100 as well. Because we put B away now. So Ice Dragon's having a bit of time out. You're doing it on 25 count, are you, Sharon? Right, okay. I haven't decided yet where I'm doing it on. All I know is it's a lot of black. 50,000 black stitches or something. Anyway, what's everybody else working on today?
Stitching.
Funny.
I am funny.
A whip.
I thought you knew this.
Kay's working on Rose's Santa from the Crossstick Studio. Charted really nice and clear. Yep. Blimey, Sharon, 24 by 24 inches on 25 count. Holy moly. It's going to be a big one then, isn't it? Ashton's working on a little Mill Hill kit today. Mountain Village for Susan. Mylana, so the theme this month is winter or Christmas in July. I said both because not everybody does Christmas, but some people do winter. So, hey Celia, Patsy's still got your old craft room. B for Senga. Viv finally figured out where she's gone wrong in a Jolly July piece, working on Santa's house from Cottage Garden Samplings. Kelly's working on Mrs. Claus. Mini Celtic Thistle from Hade for Sherry, 26.01%. Cool. Did you see that Hade's selling off their DMC cones? Yep, I did. But if I was to get them, by the time I paid the shipping, I wouldn't be any better off. I've got loads anyway. Sew and Tell project for Charlotte is also the July one. It's called Frosty Forest. Wonder if they'll ship to Europe. Probably will. There will probably be some kind of tariff though. Beading Nora Corbett, letter K, Fairy for Sandy. Seems never ending. Celtic Fuchsia by Hade for Sharon. Cindy just got back from Hobby House and she saw Pam and Steph just keep stitching. Oh, cool. Mylan is working on her amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf, supersized max colour. Oh, lovely. So I'm guessing that most people have seen my whip parade and also my floss tube that I released yesterday, and I had a little rant on. Because I can't do anything else but rant me, can I? Anna Karen's crocheting, wants to finish the blanket before a new cross stitch starts. Hey Enid.
Lauren's disappeared, so please nobody finish anything for 5 minutes.
Did you see that I gave you a shout out and a tag in my update yesterday? Because we were talking about rude people, and I said that we should be all showing support.
Should be.
Yep.
Not always possible.
I get on my soapbox a lot now I'm older.
You're entitled to.
I'm at risk of turning into a grumpy old woman. I really enjoyed the whip parade. It's nice to see everything that you're doing. Also, thanks for the shout out. No worries at all, Kelly. I watched yours today. I loved it, especially a winter green. It's looking fab. Patsy not seen Floss Tube yet. We'll watch it after this. Not a problem. And a few new subscribers as well. So if you have subscribed and you're watching this one, welcome. Always nice to get some new subscribers, and it does generate a number around Floss Tube whip parade season. I'm already a grumpy old woman, says Sandy. Budge up, Sandy, we're sharing that bench. You're not hogging all of the grumpy old woman.
You see, I was tempted to say that myself, but that probably would have earned me a bit of a dodgy look, at the very least. So someone else has said it. For the record, Nikki, you're not grumpy.
Susan, we finally got our TV replaced, so watched the Whip Parade this morning. Loved it. Oh, good. I'm glad. I tried to sort of organise it a little bit so that all the projects were coming out in order and I got all of the details. But you know what it's like. Sometimes you do miss stuff or get stuff wrong, but there you go. Thank you for watching my Whip Parade. I appreciate it. I'm Grumpy too, says Kelly. Save room on the bench. This bench is huge. There's plenty of space on the bench. I keep saying this, but I'm going to try and film mine tomorrow. Just needs 2 cats to behave. And Milk says neighbour to not start hoovering.
Just out of interest,
That's for Kay.
Is this bench for women only, or can men join?
You can join as well.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, we need a butler. Viv says it comes with age. Probably does.
You need a butler.
Probably does.
Oh, we don't start the butler thing again.
Why not?
Because I am not a butler. Am I? Or am I? Am I?
Well, I did.
That's for you to answer.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
No. I can't answer it, I'm afraid. Like, I have a clue.
It's your thing to answer because Stone Cold said so.
Hey, Cheryl.
Yes, I had to say that.
Can I join too? Says Pat. Say I was on the phone to Scottish Power for ages today. The whole company is incompetent. You certainly can. Save also some room for Charlotte. I'm also getting a grumpy old woman. You're a few months older than me, Nicola. Yeah, not a problem. You're in. 18 projects for Kay plus the Haid cell and the Blackwork cell. Wow. Yes, I was quite surprised that I'd actually somehow got up to 26 projects. I don't know how that happened.
Because you like stitching that much?
Well, yes, I do like stitching that much. Today I've been on a countdown again at work. It was Wednesday, isn't it? I mean, Wednesday is just like a non-entity of a day, really, isn't it? It's too far from either weekend. It's too far. It's far away from Sunday, so you kind of forgotten the previous weekend, and it's not close enough to the Saturday, so you can't really look forward to the weekend because it's still a long way away.
Look forward to seeing you weight loss.
Well, I suppose, yeah. I'd hate to film a Whip Parade, says Ashley. It would be long. I have so many. Patsy, apparently if you try calling Ecom in South Africa, you definitely would, by the look of that, belong on the grumpy bench. My grumpiness came today, says Viv, at finding out there's some judging happening in one of our parks tomorrow and nobody gave warning. Oh, heck.
Judging?
Yeah, Viv works for her local, I think it's a local authority, local council. This is a good thing of doing compressed hours in a 4-day week. Sandy says she's 72, so a lot more grumpy. I think all grumpiness is created equal. But there we go. It's been a week. So, yep. Yeah, I think you guys can see quite clearly, can't you, how much I've got left to do. So it's basically what's in this circle. And this little bit here. Pat says she's got enough on a plate with Scottish Power. Yep. I know all about having to be on the phone to an energy company because I used to be on the other end of the phone. Yeah, that's it. Viv is the clerk at Keswick Town Council.
Cool. I'll come find you when I get to Cumbria again. If I ever get to Cumbria.
Actually, you could film your Whip Parade in a few parts like Jen the Caffeinated Crafter did. Yeah. I think Jen had about 7 hours of Whip Parade. So yeah, what you could do, actually, it's a good point that Kelly makes there. You could categorize it, full coverage, samplers, fancy ladies, that kind of thing, and do it in parts. Viv says absolutely.
What?
Could go and look her up. She says absolutely.
I'm sure Keswick is nice.
I think we've been there, haven't we?
No, it was Kendall we went.
Kendall. Yes, 7 hours in 3 parts. One that was 2 hours and 50, one that was 2 hours and sort of 15, I think, one that was approaching 2 hours. So yeah.
This is a horrible bloody laid out place.
I thought mine was long, an hour. At least I know that my rate is 30 an hour. And show 30 whips an hour. And I snapped at the guy that called to convince me to change power and utility provider. Wake. Yeah, I don't like them cold callers, me. I tell them to do one. There was one I had last week. I'm sat at my desk and my phone rings and it's a mobile number and I always answer them because it could be my stepdad or somebody calling on behalf of my stepdad. And I answered it and it was this person, and honest to God, I'm not even joking, she sounded drunk.
It was weird, wasn't it? Because I was here at the time and I thought, what the X this all about?
Yeah. And I said to her, who are you? And she told me a name and I said, I'm not being funny, but are you drunk? You sound like you're drunk. And she went, why would you say that I'm drunk? I said, because you sound like you're drunk.
It's an observation.
Yeah. What's this XP thing I'm seeing in the chat? I've no clue, Ian. It's something to do with top fans or something. I don't know. It's just something that YouTube's put in.
YouTube change things all the time. I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
if they alter a million other things while they're...
They change things with for creators as well. You know, our creator dashboards keeps changing. I've still got them to watch back to 2 weeks behind again, or look at those, they're split with Stitch With Me videos. Yeah, Cheryl says, I enjoyed your whip parade and the fact that we could chat with you. Yeah, you see, I think that was a good thing, putting it out as a premiere. And then, you know, you guys could have that conversation with me as well while the whip parade was going on. You know, because if you asked me anything, I was there to answer, rather than it being a comment and me answering, you know, in a couple of weeks or whatever. So I think I will do them as premiere again, in future. Charlotte says, quick counting, 26 cross stitch, included 6 back work, 6 knitting and 7 crochet projects. Wow. Patsy says, I was rude to the woman on the phone for the first time today because I know it's not their fault, but this woman was next level unhelpful. That's not good. Did you Google back billing? Because I would. Have a read up on it on Martin Lewis's website. It's kind of like Twitch. Don't like it. I have no idea. I don't use Twitch. Kay's not seeing anything on chat that looks different. It could be if you're watching it on iOS, but I'm watching this through Google Chrome. So it could be your whatchamacallit, browser or software. I can't see them on my phone, but I can see it on the laptop. I hate Twitch. Yep, it's going to the ombudsman, says Patsy. Good stuff. Let me just check Facebook because I've not heard from someone on Facebook yet. Usually hear from Okay. Catherine's coming in from Facebook. She says, hi all.
Hello. Hello.
Ashley says, I'm going to swear something awful. 3 different projects now. The frog has struck me. I'm about ready to throw it all in the bin. Nope, don't. Chat's normal for Kelly on laptop with Microsoft Edge. Yeah, I'm on my laptop with Microsoft Edge as well, but I'm getting, you've got a little crown and a number 3. Unless they can't see it on iPad either. Yeah, it's probably just rolling it out across different platforms. It might be that they're beta testing it or something. I don't know. We'll just try and ignore it. The only important ones that are in here is everybody, and everybody should be equally as important.
Agreed.
The only difference is that 2 of you are moderators. So if anybody comes into the chat causing any okey pokey, then they have a big bad button while I'm busy. I did see a comment, by the way, Diane, and yep, I have got this. It won't be very long, and this one will be done. Hey, Hannah. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Thank God we're at the middle of the week, eh? We're just on a slow climb down to the weekend now. Yep, so my whip parade was that little touch longer this time.
A little touch longer.
Yep. Well, about twice as long as usual.
Longer.
Okay, that's really weird because it now pops up with my channel name. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? I don't know what they're doing. Enid is running Firefox on a Mac. Yeah, I'm just running Edge. Super busy, but getting there. Yeah, you'll be good. Did you see my whip parade yet? It's a bit longer than the last one.
Mum's running Edge, the rated R browser.
Huh?
You don't get that.
I don't know, yeah.
Mum's running Edge, the rated R browser.
That's
Patsy says not to send him to her. Yeah. Oh no, says it needs it because it's like the top fan thing on Facebook. Yeah. Where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Go on, manage that bell. It might be wrong a few times. I'm expecting it to be, actually.
Yeah, well, there's a show and tell thread open, by the way. Charlotte's running Chrome in Linux, but every chat's different in YouTube, it seems. Yep. Enid did a counter offer battle on eBay. Rooting for you, Enid. Good luck. Watch a few minutes each night in bed. Oh, cool. That's the way to do it. It was definitely longer than the last one. But I know my rate's 30 an hour. I feel like cussing in French, and you know that's how Enid is big mad. You all right there, Lauren? Yeah, Ashley's trying not to send the frog out, but
We don't like the frog.
We certainly do not.
Don't get me wrong. When the frog comes out, it's kind of a necessity. We don't like to see it.
Yep.
What about the frog, Lauren?
We don't like the frog.
The frog.
The frog can hop off.
What?
The only kind of frogs that Ashley accepts are these little guys.
No, Lauren, we're not talking about Freddos.
No. I'm confused here.
Right. let me explain for
Please
the
do.
benefit of the people who don't know stitching terminology. The frog means you're ripping stitches out because you've made a mistake.
Oh.
And it's like a frog sound. Rip it, rip it, rip it.
Oh.
Now
Uh-huh.
here's me, who's not a stitcher, but I'm educating someone who lives in this house with a stitcher.
You're always down here for that.
Not necessarily.
Did I sell Freddo in the USA? Maybe, possibly, if you get like an English sweet shop.
We have American sweet shops here.
Yeah, exactly. And we have American sweet sections in quite a lot of our supermarkets.
We did have an American sweet shop in Bedford and then it shut down.
We did, annoyingly.
And
It's quite nice, actually.
Got lots of them in London.
And I was sad about that because I used to love getting marshmallow fluff from there.
You can get marshmallow fluff in the supermarket.
I miss marshmallow fluff. It was delicious.
Yep.
I am not paid to bark.
Nicola, you, Gemma and Jen are the only floss tubers I watch all the time, but I try to catch Ebony, Lara, Jade the 310 Stitcher, Stuart, Andrew the Runner, Carla the Stitcher Witch. Yeah. Know all of them.
Free parking there.
By the way, I have 4 colours to colour complete. This is number 1, which is almost completed.
Why have I got born in the USA in my head?
I don't know. I freaking love Crafty Emily's floss tubes, says Enid. Yeah. Yeah, watch her too. Keystone Stitcher as well. Tracy A World of Stitches. I also watch Tine and Nina Hobby Site too. She's so enthusiastic and has a wide-ranging taste. Yes, she does. She's doing a lot of long dog samplers next year. A lot of long dog samplers. I watched Stuart in Stitches as well. Yeah. To be honest, I've watched Stuart a couple of times. He's not one I would watch regularly, but I do watch him from time to time. It's the same with Siske, who I was talking about on my floss tube. I don't watch her every week because some of the videos can be very long. But I do watch her from time to time. Like there's lots of others that I watch from time to time. 310 Stitcher, the Caffeinated Crafter, Stitching Mommy, Sleepy Stitcher, Animal Stitchers, Kel Stitchers. If I watched every single floss tube video that every single floss tuber put out, I'd never watch anything else.
You reckon? Well, I mean, there are that many stitches out there.
Yeah. I used to watch as well. She's not done a video for ages. Needle Ninja.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You used to talk about her a lot.
Yeah.
What happened to her?
She just disappeared.
Who?
Needle Ninja. I know she's a ballet teacher, so I think she's obviously very busy in doing that. Maybe, I don't know, she may just not have much time to stitch these days. I don't know. Used to quite like watching Needle Ninja.
I'm sure there are reasons.
I love Kay in the Cave of Possibilities. Yeah. There's sometimes chance to put them on while I'm doing something else. Yeah. Don't think you could get through them all in a week. No, you couldn't. Stitching Jules had a master list of floss tubers in a link on her channel. And the list is enormous. Last time I checked it, there were well over 400. And there's lots of people that have come on since then, like Ebony and Catherine Stitchers and, a few of the other sort of newer channels. So, Oh, Darren I watch as well. I watch him regularly, Dizzy Stitcher.
Good old Dizzy Stitch, yeah.
Yeah, because he comes from, about 10 mile away from me. Donny.
Yes, he does.
Used to watch Crafty Lisa. Yes, Crafty Lisa. Last time I saw her, she was doing a charity bike ride. She was training for that. And then she just, fell off the face of the planet as well, hasn't she, bless her?
Where have they all gone?
Don't know. Because Crafty Lisa was doing the Mirabilias with the playing cards. Royal Holiday? Could it be? Could be wrong. I missed the OG Brit stitches years ago. There was some lady with twins and stitched the coolest stuff. 597. Right. One colour down.
And how many to go?
3 to go.
3 to go.
Royal Games. Thank you, Christine. Yeah, she did that and then she was having tests after finding a lump. It's a very emotional video and she never came back. Yeah.
This chair of mine seems to have developed a squeak.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Stitchman Darcy. Oh, yes, I watched Darcy, yeah. I like him because he's got a right potty mouth. He has. He's got a right potty mouth.
Just saying something about you here, sweetheart.
Well, yeah, but he's got a potty mouth that he'll put out there on YouTube. Whereas, I do everything CBeebies. I sent him a message on Instagram once, and the amount of F-bombs that came in the message bag. Yeah. It was like, yeah, F this, F that. I'm not, it was quite funny. He was a funny guy.
What a guy.
Yeah, Darcy's quite funny, and he's got an Etsy shop as well. He does designs, and if you like things like the horror, Edgar Allan Poe, that kind of genre, but he's got some fun stuff as well, like the Yippee-Ki-Yay one.
In this one.
And he does a farmer's market or a market where he goes and sells his wares. He does fabric and stuff as well. I stole my husband's Edgar Allan Poe anthology kind of book. I'm slowly reading it. Yep. Very sad for Edgar Allan Poe in the circumstance of his death. There's a video on Hollywood Graveyard, and it's actually the story of Edgar Allan Poe and the women he loved. Yes, it is Yippee-Ki-Yay as in Die Hard, Enid. It says Yippee-Ki-Yay and then the MF naughty word. CBeebies version.
Die Hard is not a Christmas film.
The Nerdy Needle was one I watched when I first started stitching, but she's not posted anything in 2 years or more. Yeah.
Did you hear that? It's not a Christmas film.
It is a Christmas film.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Die Hard is a Christmas film. Nakatomi Tower's Christmas Eve. It's a Christmas film.
I've never watched it.
Trust me, watch it. You'll tell me it's a Christmas film.
The only reason people say it's a Christmas film is because it's set on Christmas Eve.
Exactly.
If it's set on Christmas Eve, then
It's a
fucking
Christmas film. Language.
Sorry.
CBeebies.
Lauren, the film
If
itself
it's
has got the fan on. The
No,
film
no,
itself.
no. If it's set on Christmas Eve,
It's
no
a Christmas
goddamn
film.
Christmas film.
Lauren, the plot has nothing to do with Christmas.
It's still a Christmas film.
It's a Christmas film.
It's set on Christmas.
You could argue that Home Alone isn't a Christmas film because Christmas has got nothing to do with the plot of the film.
Actually,
But
you're
it's
right.
set
I
at
agree with that.
Christmas, so it's a Christmas film.
But it's set at Christmas, so it's a Christmas classic.
There's going to be a raging debate in that chat box in a minute.
There's going to be a raging debate in this house.
It's right. Everybody says it's a Christmas film, so you've lost.
Who's everybody?
Patsy, Enid. I'm assuming that Kelly. Oh yes, Kelly. Die Hard is the only Christmas movie worth watching, in her opinion. Yep.
I'm not so sure about
Hi,
that.
Betty. Betty as well. Yep. Diane says it's a Christmas film. Anybody who has eyes says it's a Christmas film, said Enid. Sharon, yes. Anna Karen, yes.
Is there anybody out there who thinks it isn't?
Nope. Just you. You can sit on that bench on your own. You can sit in detention now.
Even Reddit says it's a Christmas film.
What does Reddit know? Seriously, what does
It's a
Reddit?
Christmas.
Yeah.
Does Reddit know?
Sandy says definitely a Christmas film. I don't think there's anybody that disagrees, is there?
Wikipedia says it's a Christmas film.
Oh dear.
I'd argue that Muppet's Christmas Carol is worth watching too. Yep, but that's definitely a Christmas film. Enid says this is the funniest argument I've been a part of in years. Oh, we've got a dissenter. Anna says that she's with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Somebody sides with me.
Apparently,
Only one though.
Apparently, 56% of adults under 30 who've seen Die Hard say it's a Christmas film.
It is a Christmas film.
It's not.
Rosemary says it's not a Christmas film. Christmas Vacation is a Christmas film. So we've got two dissenters now. But a vast majority say it's a Christmas film. But then again, you could, like I said, if you feel that Die Hard is not a Christmas film, you could say the same about Home Alone. Because the fact that Kevin is left alone has nothing to do with Christmas.
I can't disagree with that actually.
No.
Home Alone is a Christmas film.
Kelly's laughing her ass off and Enid's laughed so hard she's got hiccups.
I actually can't disagree with that assertion about Home Alone, actually, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but what's in all the posters? Kevin McAllister wearing a Christmas hat.
And Christmas tree background.
Cheryl siding with the minority. Oh, it's
You
getting
see?
controversial
You
now.
See? You
It's a
see, it's not
Christmas-
just me.
It's a Christmas film.
It's
If
not just
set on
me.
Christmas, it's a Christmas film.
Lauren, what would you know? You said a minute ago you'd never seen it.
But then Mum said that it was set on Christmas Eve, which then means it's a Christmas film.
Yeah, you see, Home Alone is set at Christmas, but it's nothing to do with the plot's nothing to do
This-
with
This
Christmas.
debate is going to rage.
It is going to rage. It's a bit like a Jaffa cake. Is it a cake or a biscuit?
It's a bit
Hi, Jane. Back garden moan,
Start.
ready to stitch. Cool.
Don't start.
I had
Okay,
a bit
Viv
of
says
it
it's a
about
Christmas
this not
film.
long
Betty says in the US it's a Christmas film. Snow and decorations stay at Christmas, and that's where it's always on, the month of December. Yep, I agree that Home Alone is not a Christmas film, that it merely takes place during Christmastide. Yep.
Yes, I mean there is a school of thought, isn't there, that says that it shouldn't be a Christmas film simply because the plot has got nothing to do with it, which is the same logic I apply to Die Hard.
Yeah, but they mention about it being Christmas Eve on Die Hard.
And
They talk about it. It's linked into the plot. You're not going to win.
No, I suppose just give it up as a bad job, I suppose.
Oh, you quitter. I love you though.
Well, it's about 50 or 60 to 1 right now, so I can't really do it.
Well, there's 56 currently watching the stream.
Is there?
Yes.
Well, yeah. Well, most of them are behind you, aren't they? So.
Most, yeah.
So what chance have I got? Nothing. Nothing. I've got no chance.
Betty says though that she does watch Die Hard whenever she can, and you know I can side with that. I think they're good films. Poor old Bruce Willis is having a time of it though, isn't he?
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Brucey's not exactly himself now, is he?
Geez, I haven't been here for weeks, and this is the first thing I have is a heated debate. Yep. What about Gremlins? That's filmed at Christmas. I think it's a Christmas film.
What?
Gremlins.
Gremlins. Again, the plot doesn't have anything to do with Christmas, does it?
Is it set at
but
Christmas?
you do, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's set at Christmas, it's
A Christmas film. That's the logic we're working on, isn't it?
But is it? The plot has nothing to do with Christmas.
It does not matter.
Have you ever seen Gremlins?
No, she hasn't.
Okay. Scary for someone who's probably younger than you. You'll probably be alright with it. But
I watched for that. How much worse can it be?
Okay, Ashley says, in other news, she's applied for a job at the local animal shelter, so fingers crossed. Already had a bit of an online interview as well. Everything crossed for you?
And he didn't catch that one.
what?
Never really liked the Die Hard films. No, it's not my cup of tea, but loved Alan Rickman in the original. Now, Alan Rickman, there's an actor.
Severus Snape.
I think we can all agree on that. Alan Rickman, there was an actor.
Yes.
Good old Snape.
I liked him in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. And cancel Christmas! And that line was fully ad-libbed. Did you know that?
I know it now.
In fact, Alan Rickman ad-libbed quite a lot of the Sheriff of Nottingham because he didn't like the script. And that is the mark of a brilliant actor, because if he can make it his own and, you know, put his own spin on it.
This is why I could never be an actor, because I can't live to save my life.
What?
I said that's why I'd never be an actor, because I can't ad-lib to save my life.
Okay.
Yeah. Unlike some other Robin Hoods, I speak with an English accent. I think was that a fella, dig at Kevin Costner. Yes, that was in Men in Tights, that Enid, which is a brilliant film. Robin Hood, Men in Tights, Carrie Elwes. And Harry was married to John Ritter. Oh.
Quite a lot of people don't
I think
like
it was Harry was married to John Ritter.
Quite a lot of people don't like Men in Tights because of the historical inaccuracies.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's a Mel Brooks film. I mean, enough said.
No, I'm not going to deny that people like it because it's funny, but I mean, just making the point, really.
Yeah.
Not
Hey,
everybody does.
Albert. I hate that guy. Mel Brooks himself actually appeared in his own film. I'll watch any series with Nicola Walker. Agreed. Unforgotten. The biggest mistake, in my opinion, was killing off Cassie Stewart. Don't you think, Andy?
Yeah, but then they brought in that Irish guy, that girl, whatever her name was.
Her name was Jessie. DCI James. But yes, Nicola Walker in Unforgotten. Now, those were some series. And me and Andy have seen the band who performed the theme music for Unforgotten several times.
Several.
Yeah.
Twice.
That's several to me.
Twice? Is it twice? Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
At Manchester and at Leeds.
Yes. I knew I could think of one, but I couldn't think of the other.
Wardrobe and the academy. Well, the academy and the wardrobe,
The
respectively.
wardrobe was the one I couldn't think of.
Yeah. The first stage where we saw Lewis Capaldi, who is back. I met him. Is it 3 times?
Yes. Look.
Yes, 3 times.
Definitely talking about Lewis Capaldi.
Love me some Lewis Capaldi. He is back. Blew them all away at Glastonbury. Oh. Met him in the lead mill, in the wardrobe in Leeds, and in the Leeds academy. When I waved him down and Hannah told him off for swearing.
That was why we were famous, weren't it?
In the Leeds academy, it was one of the biggest gigs he'd done up to that point.
He was semi-famous at that point.
But
Not everybody.
I can remember we'd gone to see him at the lead mill, and he wasn't the main act; he was a support act.
The secret.
But yet when we came out, I went across to talk to him, and I said to him, "I think you're going to be really, really big."
And he told you basically.
He said, I don't think so, but thank you anyway, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I bought one of his CDs because he was selling a CD. And we listened to it. It was an EP for, it was the Bloom EP, which had bruises in it.
Yeah.
And I played it on the way home. I wouldn't let Andy listen to anything else. It had to be Lewis Capaldi.
It was a bit mean, but okay. I'll let you off.
Don't you remember coming down Parkway listening to Bruises?
I do.
There must be something in the water. Oh, we're just loving it. Absolutely loved it.
Well, loving it.
Love me some Lewis Capaldi. But yeah, back and blew them all away at Glastonbury. I hope you've got our jingle ready, dear, because it's almost so and tell
I
time.
can get the jingle ready. Because Lauren's over there with the bell tonight, I've kind of neglected the other laptop, so.
Have you got your ears ready?
You need you need the bell ready like now, because it's nearly show and tell time. You know what that means? It means
Bell time.
bell time.
Yep.
A lot of things.
Okay, so that's 2 out of the 4 colours now done. Let's thread up this one. Yee-dee-dee. Have we got no jingle yet?
I just wait for you.
Woo! Let's have some show and tell, chaps, and see what we are working on. Let's just
Stitch
get
in.
rid of that. Stating the blooming obvious. Dear oh dear. Andy's got his state the obvious head on. Right.
I don't care.
Captain Obvious.
Captain
I actually don't
Obvious.
care. I've got my state of the obvious.
Okay. Let's go to the old facey of book.
The old facey of book.
Yep, the old facey of book.
I've got
Right.
it all now.
I'm sure you have. Dee-dee-dee. Are you ready with that bell?
Ring my bell.
Cool. Right, Lauren is defo ready.
Ring that bell.
Sorry, just bear with me.
You done with that?
Oh, she's keen, isn't she? She's keen.
I'm
Right.
holding it.
Okay. let us take a look at the old live stream o'clock thread. So it's never as busy on a Wednesday, which is fine. So let's take a look. First one we have is Francesca. Oh, go away, chat box. 8 pages finished with all the black. Lauren?
Well,
There we go. 8 pages finished. A good start, as normally I find it hard to stick to one pattern, so aiming to see if I can get at least halfway by Christmas. And she's working on, let me show you. Sorry, I was a little bit close then. It is this one. Disney Heroine Collection. I've had my curtains closed for the last 2 days with it being warm, and then tonight, for some reason, they're flipping open. It's that cat liking to get on the windowsill and sunbathe.
Blame the cat for everything if all else fails.
Well, yeah, that's what she's there for. K is a new start, so we can have a little tinkle for a new start, Lauren. Christmas in July, new start. Rosie Santa by the Cross Stitch Studio, 25 count, easy count, even weave, CXC, 1/1 full cross. She started it yesterday and will stitch until she hits 3,000 stitches, then switch out. So far today, 429 stitches, taken to 894 total out of a whopping 315,875 stitches, or 0.28%. And Kay has just said in the chat that in this small portion here, there are 5 colours. And let's go and have a look at the mock-up. There we go. Rosie Santa. He looks quite lovely, doesn't he? And then at the start of the stream, she's completed now 778 stitches, taking her to 1,244 stitches overall, or 0.39%. And again, doesn't look like there's a number of colours, but there we go. Awesome stuff, Kate. It is pretty, isn't it? Freebie for Enid from JBW Designs on some iridescent Ada using Cosmo Floss. This is Enid's Christmas in July whip. So super neat. Tori is busy stitching on her neon kitty from Etsy. Look at this. Look how it's turning out. It's just stunning. You have to get up and have a look if you want to see. 1/1 full cross on 25 count on, and she's got 5,000 stitches to go.
Nice.
By the way, she says, Nicola's Whip Parade inspired me to add up my stitches for the halfway point of 2025. Her total is 169,700 stitches. So way to go, Tori. I think we can have a little tinkle for that. That is an awesome amount. And Tori has shared the mock-up. This is just a beautiful piece, isn't it? Gorgeous kitty cat.
Kitty.
Yep, cute kitty. Charlotte is going to try and do some white stitches in this piece that she is working on. So looks like it's a sampler on some linen, and I'm pretty sure that Charlotte shared a mock-up. Yeah, there we go. Country Cottage Needleworks Snowy Reindeer. How cute is that? That is another super cute little piece. Love it. It's awesome stuff. Lisa is working on Summer Beach Breeze, 18 counts, 2/1 full cross. 9,851 out of 226,737 stitches, or 4.34%. Artist Abraham Hunter and charted by Artisy. So that is Lisa's start on this one, or continuation, should I say, on this one, going across the piece. And is there a mock-up? Yes, there is. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? A beachy, sand dune kind of scene. I would love to sit and look at that view all day, but I love the sea. So there we go. Lovely. Sharon is working on the third corner of her Celtic fuchsia. Malcolm Watson, charted by Haid, 62.59%. It's coming along beautifully, that, Sharon. And here is the mock-up, the Malcolm Watson. And I do think there's some sister pieces to this one, if I remember rightly. But this fuchsia is so bright and colourful. Awesome stuff. Viv has started this month by frogging out a reindeer on the bottom right corner. Now moving onwards. Fabric is from Coffeecraft Fabrics 18 count, and this is Fabulous House Series number 1, Cottage Garden Samplings, Santa's House. So I'll just zoom in on that. Oh, you're not late, Maddie, you're all good. I haven't finished it yet. I'm still working on Symphony, so there you go. And there is Viv's progress. Was this the one you took to the dog show, Viv? Patsy is still working on the old craft room. Haid, artwork, Ciro Marchetti, stitched on 20 count, 2/1 at 12.87%. Super cute and colourful, and look at this dress coming in. Looking great, Patsy, looking great. I walked home from the movies, didn't realise the time. Ah, you're all good. And here's the mock-up for Patsy's piece. And I've said before, every time I look at this, I see something else. It's just lovely. Heather is working on Amy Stewart's Bountiful Bookshelf on, wait for it, 14 count. Yes, 14. What the actual was I thinking 5 years ago when I first started full coverage projects? Clearly not that I would ever have a wall big enough to cope with a finished item. Maybe I should turn it into curtains. It's looking great though. I mean, on 14 count, it does come out beautifully, I have to say. And you know, you can see there it says the land of lost toys. It's clear and it's lovely. Senga is busy working away on her B, and we've hit 25%. Lauren, 25.75% to be precise, and this is looking super. Really, really nice. Mine is not at that point yet, not near, but yeah, I can just now visualize mine coming along. It looks really, really lovely, that Senga. Of course, it's a Gecko Rouge. Santa's been working on a new start, just a little bit. Santa and Boxer, artwork by Marcelo Corti, charted by Charting Creations. And 5 needle minders. I'm having a nosy at them. What we got there? We got a kitty cat, Cheshire cat, a light bulb with a fish in it, a little hedgehog, and a sunflower gonk. Ah, love them. Yes, Lauren is on bell duty. And Sandra's mock-up. Look at that. How cute is that? That's lovely. Hannah would fall in love with that. I'm not showing her. Santa and a doggy.
Mm-hmm.
We all know what Hannah's like for dogs. Sam, I think you're in the chat. Your name begins with an M, but I can't remember it. My very new start, Amazing Animal Kingdom. Bookshelf, supersized max colour started 2 days ago. 1,291 stitches in, 762,430 to go. 0.17%. I think we can have a bell for a new start. Right.
All right, bell.
Bell. She needs training.
Ah.
You need to train her up.
I don't, it's you.
Mylana. Thank you, Sam. And there is the mock-up. So, supersized Amazing Animal Kingdom. Look at that. And again, when I look at this one, I see new stuff. Betty, we were talking about this movie. Your eggnog. So there you go. And this is the mock-up. And of course it is Christmas Vacation. So let's just have a look. There's lots of stuff on here. Griswold Family Christmas.
Which you've never seen.
No, I've not seen it. Is your house on fire, Clark? Where's the Tylenol? We're at the threshold of hell. Drive you out to the middle of nowhere and leave you for dead.
These are all lines I recognise from the film, and
I've not seen it.
They're hilarious.
Uncle Clark, are you Santa Claus? How can they get any worse? Take a look around you.
We're at the threshold of hell. Brilliant.
That's it. Yes, Sandy, can't get the staff, can we? Patricia, new start. All right,
Wow.
new start. Been edging the fabric during the live stream. This is for Jolly July while Shepherds watched by Bothy, another Rendale. Ooh, I'm going to have a look at this one. She carries on like this, she's going to be sacked.
Hey, Andy was the one. You were like, oh, do you want to do this belt? I'm like, sure.
Yeah, look at that. Hannah had gone nuts for that one as well. 3 collie dogs. All dressed up for Christmas. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Right, let me just go back up to the top and select most recent or newest. Oh, I think that's it. Okay, I haven't missed anybody, which is good. Okay, so this is Tree of Life, which is from the Cross Stitch Studio. I did buy it. I have started an open-ended stitch along in the events section. Hey Tori, you got a tinkly bell for your annual stitchy total. Okay. Jennifer was working on a Halloween cat yesterday and doing all the black first by the look of things. I'll just show you the mock-up for that one. Look at that. Isn't that cute? A lot of stained glass designs around at the moment. Love them. Kelly's linked her whip parade, so do go and watch it and show us some support. And of course, look, I have to show her again. My Lauren ready for a prom. Okay, right. So, in the top of the group, click on the events tab. We've got the Tree of Life, which is open-ended. Christmas stroke, winter stroke, Jolly July, which is the current one. The June bug, which is just finished. And of course, the May one. So you can keep going, have a look and see what people have put in. So for the winter, Christmas, winter, Jolly July, when it loads, we've got 30 odd people in there at the minute. And we've got a few coming up. Daphne's going to be looking at Christmas Village. Jane's Santa's House. Kay's Rosie Santa. Snow Globe here for Joyce. Nicola. Oh. Nicola is going to work on a Magic Needle, a Christmas fairy tale. And of course, there's my Ice Dragon. Sandra's charting creations piece, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of pieces. Sandy's got a stocking out, a lot of pieces in here. Look at that one for Ebony. Snow Symphony by Tidy Patterns on Etsy. Look at that. Isn't that just fabulous? So, you know, there's lots of stuff in here. It's definitely worth a look, if nothing else, for some inspiration, because there's some really pretty pieces in here. So there we go. So thank you guys who have contributed to Sew and Tell. And keep hold of that bell, Lauren, because the chances are you're going to need it again very soon. So Kelly says stunning dress. Yeah, she did look absolutely stunning, didn't she? Grandad thought so too. Didn't they? Oh, she's lost me. I've lost her again now. So, yeah. And I was talking to my boss. My boss lives in Southampton and I'm up in the north. And she was like, I can't believe how amazing she looked. That dress colour is my favourite colour. Like, yep. Yep, lovely projects indeed, everybody. So thank you guys who have contributed to Sew and Tell tonight. Mucho appreciated. Edith scored the kit off eBay. Yay! Will I have a tinkly bell, please? That's a winner. Yep, the replay will be up, Tori, so yeah, by all means. But we are fast approaching the finish on this one. Just got a stitch now. Other one is an abandoned whip and the seller is being stubborn. Oh dear. You know, there's a Facebook group for abandoned whips, Enid. It's called, I think it's called Adopt a Whip or something. So if that's your thing, you know, it might be worth having a look on there because people will send them for free to be finished for anybody who wants to adopt them. Oh, making a right noise. Yeah, so I think it's called Adopt a Whip. So it's definitely worth having a search for it if that's your kind of thing. Now, I don't know if it's USA, UK, worldwide, both or what. I have no idea. I just know that that group exists. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. By the way, Enid, how did you end up leaving my group and then having to reapply back in?
Maybe it was a misclick.
Magic.
Because I didn't kick you out. That's for sure.
I didn't either.
No. Definitely not.
And I doubt Patsy did.
No, Sharon.
I don't think you kicked anybody out over, have you?
Nope, never.
There you go then. It's just one of them things.
I've only had to use the big bad ban button once in my group. And that's because somebody posted a picture. There was no explanation or anything like that, and it looked like something that was itching to be converted to stitching. But I gave them 24 hours to add some comments to it as to what it is, but never did, so I banned them. Off topic, how does everyone stay devoted to the stitches? Do you mean about keeping your stitching mojo there and, just keeping progress going? I find a couple of things. One is, if I'm running out of steam on a project, work on something small. Jane is working on her Santa's house. Oh, cool. So I think if you work on something small, in between, it kind of refreshes you a little bit. And then for me, having a piece that's a focus for a finish means I'm keen to do my stitches on my other pieces that I've committed to, because I want to come to the finish to get it closer to the finish. But yeah, everybody's got different ways of doing things. So yeah, how do you guys stay devoted to your stitching? Are you monogamous, or do you set yourself a little goal or aim or whatever? How do you do it? I couldn't be a monogamous stitcher, I don't think. I know there's a couple of people around who are monogamous, but I just couldn't. It's not happening.
It would be boring for your viewers as well.
It'd be boring for me. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I did a lot of extra stitches on Night Cafe this year, and I'm starting to run out of steam on it. So having a couple of weeks off that I had to concentrate on this one, it's been fantastic.
Well, look at the progress you're putting on that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm keen to stitch on this because it's nearly done. Okay. Patsy says loads of new starts. Kay says change it regularly and start a new project whenever she gets the itch. Senga stitches on one until she gets bored and then switches to a different one. All very valid. Enid's easily distracted. Sharon uses a 5-day rotation. Sandy's the same as Kay. Cheryl says, I would if I start new projects, I won't return to the others. You would, I think. If you've still got it in your mind, you want to finish them. Make sure I have enough variation, says Anna Carring. Something big, something small, something colourful, something calm. Yes, that's why one of the reasons why I have a number of different methods to do my stitching. It doesn't get boring. Kelly changes up and sometimes works on a quilting project instead. Sometimes she gets on a quilting roll and doesn't stitch for ages. Yep. Leslie stitches on the same thing for quite a few weeks, then changes something else when I'm bored. Yep. So really, it's a you thing, really. I mean, what do you want out of it? Do you want to, I do my rotation. I work on 4 pieces a week. Sometimes having the daily 100 helped me do an awful lot, and it's going to help me no end with Ice Dragon. So, if you've got a piece that you are a bit bored with, put it for a daily 100 or something, do 100 stitches before you move on to something that you really, really want to stitch, because that way you're still getting a little bit of stitching in on it, and you will find that all of a sudden your enthusiasm for the piece will come back. Because I used to do that before I was counting stitches and pattern keeper and all that stuff. When the girls were very little and I would sort of sit curled up in the corner of my living room when they were in bed of the night, I used to have pieces that I loved to stitch on and pieces that I had to stitch on. And the ones that I had to stitch on, I did half an hour's worth of stitching on it and then moved to my piece that I loved to stitch on. So it made that, you know, it gave me enough progress, but also a bit of variety as well. Cheryl says cross stitch little and medium and large day, do little but all in a day. Yeah, so having 2 or 3 pieces throughout the day then seems like a plan. Betty's doing 100 a day, like I'm stitching now, going back and forth 1 block. Yeah, you see, Ice Dragon is a difficult piece for me because it's on paper, but doing 100 a day, 100 stitches takes me, what, half an hour in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get 3,000 stitches in it on it this month, plus it's in my Sunday stitch on Sunday. Yes, says Cheryl. A lot of my pieces are confetti or ninja heavy, so doing 100 stitches can take a couple of hours. That's the problem with some max colour. Sometimes in Night Cafe, I can do 1,000 stitches, no problem. And it take me 3-4 hours. But other times, 100 stitches, 100 stitch block can take me an hour and a half because of the colour changes. A pain in the rear end. But then the payoff is the easy blocks because I'm stitching it literally block by block. I should be working on it on Saturday. Night Cafe will come out for Saturday stitches. I haven't got a model stitch. I did have one last week. It arrived and I completed it in, was it 2 stitchy sessions maybe? Yeah. And a little bit of back stitch. And it's actually been made into key rings. I stitched on plastic canvas for my model stitch this time, which was a blast from the past. I haven't stitched on plastic canvas for the longest time. I remember making some fridge magnets years ago with plastic canvas. Oh dear, excuse me. My unconventional X stitch pieces have got a lot of colour changes in each 100 by 100 square, which is why I'm not parking with it as well. Because if I was parking with it, it'd be horrific. But then my Lord of the Rings map, my Realm of Middle Earth map, I think it only has about 35 colours. I bet it was refreshing doing something like that though, Nicola. Yep, absolutely. Right, we are down to the last colour. What colour is it? 3810. So we are getting closer and closer, chaps. I just got, look, there's a line above my finger, that section there, these little bits here, and a few stitches up to there. And then this one will be done. 19,600 stitches in the bag.
Yay! And do you feel like you've done a good job on this one?
Oh, I think so. I think it looks all right. I've had a couple of times where I've used the odd wrong colour, but my philosophy on that is it makes the stitching unique to me, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
Randy, hi Randy, says, I don't know when to stop. I plan an hour. The next thing I know, it's been 3 hours. Yes, I've done that. I have had times, especially when the girls were little, and I was still with my ex-husband. He used to work away. And I put the girls to bed and I think, great, I can get my stitching out. Put a movie on and, you know, usually for me, I'd have a long film like something Lord of the Rings related, you know. And the next thing I knew, it'd be 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, girls have been in bed since 7 and it's 1 a.m. and I'm still stitching. I'm thinking, oh, I better go to bed. I've got to be up at 6. So,
Those days are gone, aren't they?
oh God,
I can't imagine you being up at 1 a.m. now.
Well, a few weeks ago, I was up at 3:30 in the morning because I had pain in my foot.
Which is fair
Yeah,
enough.
but you were awake the whole time.
I was awake quite a bit of the night, on and off, and then at 3:30, I just decided to get up because it was pointless staying in bed because all I was doing was tossing and turning because I was in pain and I didn't want to disturb Andy,
You wouldn't
so I
disturb
got
me
up,
anyway.
or would.
You wouldn't.
So I got up and I came downstairs and at 4 a.m. I'm sat here stitching. So it's been kind of the opposite way. But I used to sit up until quite late, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning turned, even later, because I'd think, just another half a dozen stitches, just another thread, just another strand, just get to the end of this row, just get to the end of this page of the pattern. And then, you know, I'd take the kids, you know, get up the next morning, drop the kids off at school, nursery, whatever, come home and fall asleep because I'd been up all night stitching. I do that too, Randy says. Patsy, I've seen me sitting most of the day and the only thing that lifts my head is my rumbling tummy. Yep. I love my Saturday stitchy sessions because if I don't have a hair or nails or anything like that to do on a Saturday, I can just literally stitch all day. And my stomach and my bladder are the only two things that get me moving.
One has no direct correlation
with the other. My God, yes, it just gets ridiculous, doesn't it? How many stitches until it's finished? About 25. Probably a bit more than that. Probably looking at 40 or 50, I'd say.
What, for that?
Yeah. I haven't
You'll
got
have that done in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I haven't got a count for it because it's not pattern keeper, so I can't mark off. Just put 114 white stitches in, says Charlotte. Tomorrow update with a photo. Oh, cool. It's going well then, Charlotte. You all right there, dear?
Yeah, I've been planning some routes. I've done a few in the Dales.
Oh, yeah.
Places you know, actually. Pilsley, Baslow, Kerber, Froggatt, Grindleford.
I know one of them.
Which one?
Baslow.
Well, everyone knows Baslow.
There you go. I only know Baslow because there's a bus to it from Sheffield.
Hollies.
Yeah.
You see them all over the Dales, Hollies.
Okay. Nearly there. Ooh, I love it having a finish. Really do. Because it means I'm back down to 25 whips. Then I'll be at 24. Then I'll be back up to 25.
Anyone would think you don't want to start anything new.
Maybe. I like having new starts, but I also like having finishes. That's the difficulty, isn't it?
Well, I guess.
Yeah.
What is your ideal number of whips?
About 12, I think.
Yet you have 25.
Yeah, I have 26 for about another half an hour. Then I'll have 25.
Okay, until you finish that,
I've got
that's
26.
still a whip.
Yep.
You never know, you might have to stop suddenly and not be able to finish it tonight.
Shh.
Hey, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Do not give the Stitchy Gremlins ideas.
Well, I mean, what? You've not got many stitches left. What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know. Power cut.
You could still do it with a. You could still do it with a power cut.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't be sharing it on a live stream, would I? Oh, actually, I would,
Yes,
because
you
my
would.
phone would still be going.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, your phone's got battery, as far as I'm aware.
I wouldn't have a light, so they'd have a big black screen.
I'd shine my torchlight on you.
Oh, we use our phone torches.
This,
Right.
Plus this. Oh no, one does use that. Sorry.
You're in trouble now.
Who?
You.
Why?
I can't believe he put that out into the ether, says Kay, and Patsy says you did not just say that, Andy.
What did he say? Oh,
Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen.
He says that.
How many stitches left?
Not many. I'll use up this thread and potentially have to thread up another one.
You're not playing thread chicken, are you?
I always play thread chicken. It's part of stitching. Who else plays thread chicken? I think-
we all do.
I think if anybody doesn't play thread chicken. It's been nice and easy to do this as well with it being on 18 count. So Patsy usually loses thread chicken. Sandy is guilty. Cindy does, Peel and Plan does. I try not to, says Kay, but she will if it's only for a few stitches. Kelly does, and also plays bobbin chicken when sewing. Yep. Tori says,
Did you see that, by the way? Oh.
definitely.
yeah, I saw that.
Well, hang on a
Oh,
minute.
play thread chicken.
Hang on. You saw it? Are you sure?
Charlotte says, sometimes. I want my threads to last me as long as possible. I will always play thread chicken if I can. About 30-ish stitches to go. Yes, says Betty, that's the only reason I have a needle threader. Yes, very handy. I definitely need another strand. We are getting there slowly but surely. How do you end a very short thread? Hey, made by Dal. I have got a what do you call it? Tutorial about starting and ending my threads. But what I do with this I can actually show you in a minute. So when I am about to do the last leg, so I'm going to do the last leg on this stitch. So I bring my needle up, and underneath I'm holding it in a loop. I don't know if you can see that. I'm holding the thread in a loop. And then back onto the front, I put, because I'm holding it in the loop, it shortens the thread, so I can't turn the needle and push the needle back down. So I put the needle in eye first into the other hole, to the other end of the thread, stick my needle halfway through, go back to the back, and with my fingers underneath, what I do is I put the loop over the needle. And then when I pull the needle through, it's then the loop has gone over the end of the thread, if that makes sense. It may make sense, it may not. You might just need to see it a bit closer up. But then I take it through to this, push the needle back through, because I always start and end my threads on the front. And then this is where Patsy has a heart attack, because I snip the thread off very close to the front. But by putting some tension on the thread, then snipping it, it pulls the end of the thread back underneath the work. Hope that makes sense. But it's a cheating method that I've developed through a lot of years of stitching. I always wondered if a loop end was secure. It just seems like it would loosen over the time. Well, I've got lots of them in this one. And like, I've got, hold on. Let me just sort this thread out. Let me just unhook it. So obviously this is the back, so you can see that the thread ends all lay towards the left hand side, but hold on, my stitches tool, pair of tweezers. So if anything does start to loosen up, if I just find the long thread end and just give it a gentle pull, it tightens it. So, you know, occasionally I might see one that does look like it's loosening. So just give it a gentle pull with the tweezers on the back end. And I mean, obviously I've had She Sleeps that's gone and been framed. There's no loose stitches on the front of that because I've checked. So, but yeah, that's how I do it, if that makes sense. Yeah, so one of my other valuable stitchy tools is a pair of tweezers. But usually what happens is that once I've fastened off the thread, and where I've fastened it off, where it's laying on towards the left hand side, sometimes I get stitches that cover it anyway. So it fastens it down and tightens it down even further. But there we go. Right. Oh, how clever. Thanks for sharing. I feel more comfortable now doing the loop end because I love the loop start. Yeah. So if you do spot, you know, when you're working that a stitch has become a bit loose and it's an end stitch, just a gentle pull on the thread end with a pair of tweezers will fix it. Snag Nabbit helps with that as well. Yes, absolutely it does. I have a Snag Nabbit too, somewhere. Somewhere, hence me having the pair of tweezers. I don't know a single woman that doesn't have a pair of tweezers. You know what I'm saying, ladies, right?
Not for stitching.
Not for stitching, no.
I don't know what you could possibly use a pair of tweezers for, otherwise.
I do a sort of rotate, says Jane. What is a snag nabbit? A snag nabbit, it's actually I wonder if I have got it handy.
Gonna get colder again.
Hey?
Apparently tomorrow it's gonna get up to 21.
Oh right, okay.
And 21 tomorrow.
Hey, we have
Friday,
fans.
Saturday.
We're good. We have fans.
Kay does a loop finish and then a pin stitch about 3 to 5 stitches below unless it's near the bottom, then I flip it and run it under the stitches. I have my snag nabbit. So a snag nabbit is this little beastie. So it's like a needle. It's got a blunt point like a tapestry needle, but this edge from here to the end is about 1.5 inches. It's rough. So if I had something pop up like a thread end, I would just put the snag nabbit in and pull it through, and the roughness of the end of the snag nabbit would just pull through to the other end. But yeah, that's my snag nabbit. I think you can just about see in the middle where it changes from smooth to rough, about there. You want to see? There you go. It's a needle without an eye. Everybody's different though. I start and finish my threads different to other people. Can you see? You got point and it's smooth and it's rough there, and the roughness will catch the thread.
Yeah, you can just about see it there.
Yeah. Lauren's learning about stitchy tools now.
Getting stitchy education over here.
Yep.
Does it go in where your needle threader is?
Yeah. Never seen that. Now I need to have one. Are you in the UK or whereabouts in the world are you, made by Dal? Because if you're in the UK, you want to look up Stitch Mania Stash, because she ships internationally as well. She does them and they're not expensive. So search on Stitch Mania Stash on Facebook, send her a direct message. She'll quote you a cost and some postage to Denmark. You know, they're not terribly expensive, but Michelle will look after you. She's a lovely lady. She comes into the live stream sometimes.
Hello. It's you two.
Right, I am almost down to my last dozen stitches.
We're counting them down.
Not particularly counting down, but we are nearly done. Okay, last bit, chaps. Oh, you see Lauren's already ready with that bell. Sounds like it could be raining outside.
It's not.
How come I hear a sound then that sounds like rain dripping off the guttering?
I don't know.
Also useful to fix loops and pull threads in knitwear. Yes, indeed, and I have used that on knitwear too. Oh, yeah. That's okay. It's me. I'm creaking. That's what the noise is. It's my elbow rubbing on the cushion. And the Lowry as well, rubbing against the leather. Right, 2 more stitches to go, chaps, and then this one is done. And that is the last one in. There we go. And Symphony's done. There we go.
Longest blast of the bell all night.
Right, I'm going to take it off and show you. Get rid of that. That is another one done. That is finished number 3 for this year. Started on May the 1st, finished July the 2nd. So, there we go. How am I going to FFO it? I think I might get a nice box frame for it. I think it needs a wash and a press. And next time I'm out in IKEA or wherever, I think I might have a look for a nice box frame. But yeah. Super chart that. I've thoroughly enjoyed stitching that. And not massive. So it means that, you know, I mean, a relatively quick stitch, a couple of months. Not worked on it every day, have I? So, well, I did in May. But, you know, I haven't worked on it every day in sort of June. But you won't think that's only 20 colours, would you? So, am I going to do the other ones? Possibly. I might be persuaded, but I need to whip down first before I do. So, but yeah, I mean, it's not, I mean, you can see the size of my hand. It's not enormous either, but so I think a nice box frame would suit that just nicely. So, yeah, another one bites the dust indeed. Absolutely. Oh, and we've still got a little bit of time. So, here you go, Lauren. Do you want to have a look? There you go. Lauren likes to look at my stitching. Okay, got a little bit of time, so I might have a little bit of unicorn, I think.
Lovely.
Thank you, Lauren.
And then for the last 15 minutes, I'm going to leave Andy with the bell.
Okay.
All right.
PS says Enid, when I said I missed the OG Brit stitches, that was not shade on the current ones. Oh, bless you. No, I don't think anybody's thinking that at all, Enid. It would be nice if some of the earlier stitches, floss tubers, did sort of, you know, come back, as it were, wouldn't it? I love that you had another right there. Well, of course, I've been working on this today, so, and you know, I'm just loving how the horn is coming in. Are you up upstairs, chicken?
Yeah.
All right. No, no, baby, love you. Thank you for being my champion bell ringer tonight, even though I have had to nudge you a couple of times. And I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
I love you, baby. Did I put that stitch in? I did, and I didn't mark it off. How naughty. Okay. So, yeah, another one bites the dust indeed. From one right to another. Yeah, indeed. Why not? Oh, I'm not going to finish Unicorn tonight because this has still got, well, it's got 50,447 stitches and I'm 2,943 in so far. So this ain't going to be done tonight. It'll be next time. Okay, needle. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? 64. You'll get your money's worth, you see. You know, I'm here for 2 hours on a stream, so we're not at 2 hours yet. Oh, there we go. Okay. You know me, Stitchy obsessed. I'll just crack on with the next one. Yes, this unicorn, it's just so cute. Hannah was desperate. Do you remember when I was spinning the wheel and Hannah was desperate for me to have unicorn come out, and it came out on the one day that she wasn't here from the floss tube. I think she was slightly gutted, but happy to see that it was out. This definitely always feels a bit smaller as well because, you know, Symphony there was on 18 count and this is on 25, so there's definitely a difference. Yep, I'm happy. Another finish in the bag. So next week on the Wednesday live stream, the focus for a finish will be the Christmas cat. So the Gecko Rouge Christmas cat, because that is now my smallest whip. It's got the least amount of stitches outstanding on it. So that will be out next Wednesday. So I shall be getting that framed up tomorrow. And it will sit as focus for a finish. A 2 for 1 indeed. And just so you know, my whip pile, my pile of stitchy bags, my other stuff is on a trolley that's literally inches away on that side of me. I can literally elbow it. I don't even have to move to get my stitching. The only thing I have to move for is to go to the table because I use a flat surface to frame it up. But it's literally right there. Okay. So yeah, my plan. No, that's the wrong place. My plan now is to get the Christmas cat close to a finish, or finished next. And given it's not got a massive amount of colours in it, I don't think it'll take too long. Hi, June. Symphony is done. I'll show it again in a sec. I'm just having the rest of my stitchy time here, putting in a few more on unicorn, which has been today's whip. I'm broke. I just had to renew my passport today, and my sister hasn't sent me the money back. I've been up on my phone bill with £1 left over. Oh, bless you, Maddie. How come you've needed your passport? You needed to have it for ID or something. Amazon has a pack of 15 snag repair needles for around £5, says Brenda. Oh, always handy to know, thank you. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Hey Liz, forgot his friends to do busy stitching session on Golden Phoenix now at 77.23%. That's awesome. Need renewal for traveling to Spain for my parents. Ah, right, I got you. Get rid of those. Number 22. I'd pay for flights and benefits. Needs to renew it. Right. I've just got a Tree of Life stamped cross stitch for my birthday. Oh, cool. I started a Tree of Life Sal. Even though it's not the cross stitch studio one. Put your progress in it on the group, June, when you start it, because it's an open-ended Sal. Because the Tree of Life design is lovely. It doesn't have to be the one I selected, but yeah, I love the Tree of Life. I think it's awesome. Oh, she's back. Here comes Lauren again. He's looking good as another finish for my September deadline. Cool. And he's not crossed the border in 15 years. Yeah, it's been a few for me. Last time I think we went abroad was, we went to Romania, didn't we? Was the last time we went abroad?
Yes.
And that was, yeah, just as COVID lockdown hit. Yes, I would love to. The next aisle I'll be walking up will be a plain aisle, but you know, be nice. Sounds like you used to travel a lot. I plan to do it again anytime soon. Well, I'd like to, but at the minute it's avoiding it because the cost of travel has shot up since the lockdowns. And me and Andy used to travel quite a bit, and we used to get it quite cheap. When we went to the Ukraine and we did the Chernobyl exclusion, we were a week, near enough a week away. Flights, accommodation, and the tour, less than £500, weren't it?
Yeah.
You know, where else have we been? Romania. Oh, we went to Italy on our honeymoon. Romania, Poland, Switzerland, bless you. Switzerland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, France, Spain, Canary Islands. We were supposed to go to Iceland and lockdown hit. I'd have loved to have been able to go to Iceland, but it just, you know, we were hoping that it would reopen, but it never did. Or never did when we were able to go. Geneva, I enjoyed Geneva, Switzerland. That was lovely. We went on the boat across Lake Geneva right up to Montreux.
2 boats, actually.
Yeah, well, 2 boats, yeah. And it like zigzagged across Lake Geneva, calling at various ports on the way. It was quite cool. We enjoyed that. And then we went to Montreux. We went to Mountain Studios, where Queen used to record, under the Freddie Mercury statue at the front of Lake Geneva. I've got a picture of that somewhere on my Facebook. You all right there, Lauren?
Just trying to find my Snow Fairy lip balm.
Oh,
Is it not in here?
Huh?
I thought I saw it in here outside. Isn't there? No. I thought it was.
yeah, I've seen some Snow
Oh,
Fairy.
no, I thought it was on the table.
Is it in a little pot?
Yeah.
Right, put the big light on and go and sit at my computer and have a look in front between the 2 screens. Yeah, but if you sit at the computer, you might see it better. Can you see it?
No.
Oh, I'll be in a minute anyway. I just started stitching again since June. I told my hubby I needed it. It's my happy place in this crazy thing called life. Absolutely.
Found it.
Ah, was it where I said?
It was hidden.
I knew I'd seen it around my computer. 1,000 up, okay? I've only been to Jersey, says Sandy, and won't go on a plane ever again. Oh, heck. Sounds like you didn't have the best experience, Sandy. Somebody finished something in the Christmas in July subgroup. Oh, cool. Okay. Ring that bell. I'm going to have a look at it in a sec, Enid. Okay, just mark these off. Are you off, chicken? Again?
Yeah.
It looks an FFO. Oh, cool. Let's have a look. Ah, brilliant. So this is our Alice. This is the first one finished. They did come as a pair, so I'll be doing a different design for the other one. Let's just shift them out of the way. Look at that little Christmas banner. How beautiful is that? Yeah. On a little hanger, and then there's a little charm at the bottom. How sweet. Lovely, Alice. Nicely done. Let's give a heart on that one, and we'll ding the bell in there too.
Already have.
No, I mean on Facebook. Ding, 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 ding. 5 bells. There we go. Cool. Right. Look at that. Gosh, there's some more stuff coming up in there. Oh, my days. Right. So we are now at my time, and I shall just show you guys this again because I am super happy with it. Oh, sorry. Come on. Oh, I don't want to go super close. There we go. So there we go. Symphony is done. So thank you guys for joining and watching me finish this one. It will be washed. It'll be FFO'd at some point. I don't know when. But like I said, I think a nice box frame would suit this one. So yeah, I am going to clear off, and I think I've got a couple of bits to do before I go to bed. So we will be back on Sunday with my Sunday stitch, which will be Ice Dragon. And next Wednesday, if you're not able to make Sunday, it will be Christmas Cat. But don't forget, I've got a stitch with me out tomorrow and Saturday as well in between. And if you've not seen the Whip Parade, go back and watch it. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye.